When it comes to the devil, I don't play nice. It's your boy Nicky G from Lift with Christ. Hey. Chestnut checkers, raise the bar, keep climbing. Wait on the Lord, yeah, trust God's timing. Jesus is my broccoli, chicken, and rice. Ladies and gentlemen,
Lift with Christ.
On this Monday morning, kind of a program packed, and you'll want to go and hear the podcast. It's 8:15 on the 20th of September, 2021. Keith O'Neill and Kathy O'Neill with me this morning. I got it all in. See,
I'm proud
I
of
read
you.
right here. We got it. We got Camille and Haley Harris with us.
Yes.
And we got Elijah, who just talked about health things that are healthy for you. Now, Elijah, one of the things you would probably recommend is good exercise and physical training and things like that.
Oh, yes, sir.
And that brings you to your future brother-in-law over here. Nick, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How's it going?
Hey, it's going great. I am, first of all, very pleased that all four of you young folks are with us, and you're doing great. Nutritional, spiritual, and singing, and patriotic with the two of you. And then, Nick, you get to the exercise. I'm not so sure about you, because you're the guy that says, all right, get up there. Tell us about your background, where you're from. Give us a little bit of your faith journey, and then how we can be healthy from exercise.
Absolutely. So, I'm originally from Northeast Ohio in the Akron area. I grew up in Stowe, Ohio. And when I grew up in Ohio, I went to private school all my life, got that Christian upbringing. And eventually, I got a personal training job out in Tulsa. I met these girls back in September of 2020. I figured out who they were through their Keep America Great song.
Right.
And I saw that they were in Ohio, so I DM'd them on Instagram, and I was a legit fan at one point,
Not anymore?
Yeah, not anymore. I've upgraded. I've gone from fan to
Fiance.
groupie to now fiance. Yeah, so I'm slowly climbing up the ladder. But
Boy, she was quick on that one.
yeah. So, I met those girls back in September. I originally got a training job out in Tulsa that didn't work because I got a chemical reaction because they're using strong chemicals because of the COVID, So the Lord brought me out to Tulsa, rekindled me with both these girls, and now I'm engaged to this beautiful lady to my left right here.
Okay.
My journey with Christ, I became a reborn Christian because I used to be a drug addict. I was in a wheelchair for 2.5 years because I had a condition in my knees called bilateral subluxation. So I had 2 surgeries for that, and then I had a surgery for bone spurs, crepitus, and then my 5th surgery was to get the screws removed in my legs.
Wow.
So in that time, I was in and out of a wheelchair, going to physical therapy. I was getting pumped up on drugs, because I was constantly being prescribed oxycodone, and it just became normal for me to take,
Right.
So I eventually reached a point, I had a doctor tell me that I'll never be able to sprint or do like heavy squatting again. And I told myself, I'm like, no, this isn't the Lord's will for me. Like, this isn't Nick Gaglione, So I just kept pressing, just trying to slowly eke back into the gym. And I eventually reached a point, it was back in January 2015, where I was just praying to God, crying in prayer, saying, Lord, I need you to deliver me from this. I need you to deliver me from my drug addiction. And as I was praying, I just felt this thunderous zip just run through my face, and that was the Holy Spirit. I just felt these calmness of just trembles and tingles all throughout my body. Very next day, I went to a detox center, got sober. I haven't sipped alcohol since then. I became a reborn Christian immediately in that moment. And I've always had faith in a relationship with God, but that moment revamped my faith entirely, and now I live entirely for Christ. And that's what inspired my business originally, called Lift with Christ, because along my fitness journey, I always felt like Jesus was by my side, and I always felt like Jesus was my spotter. And my relationship with the gym is just as, can only be as strong as your relationship with the Lord. And before each work, I'm praying for God to give me strength, praying for God to help me push my limits, and the more and more I press into God, I'm like, God, give me food ideas, And I was watching a commercial, it was salmon, rice, and broccoli, So I was like, I'm going to have that for dinner today, So the Lord has a unique way of speaking to us along our fitness journeys to help guide us. And my addiction to drugs eventually became my addiction to fitness. Just making sure I ate healthy and started, weightlifting nearly every single day. And I share my testimony on my YouTube channel, Lift with Christ. And I talk about different things that have happened in my life, which brought me closer to Christ, which encouraged me to stay in the gym longer, And there's so many people out there that struggle with drug addiction, that struggle with obesity, and those are attacks from the enemy. And my channel's goal is to combat that, to combat the issues that people are struggling with. There's people that struggle with mental health issues, anxiety, depression, self-image issues. and there's so many people that, like, especially like female clients that I've had in the past, because I've had several training jobs where I almost wanted to tell them like how beautiful they are. They complain about their bodies. It's like, you look great, and people go to the gyms for the wrong reasons, for lustful reasons, because they want to look like somebody that they saw on Instagram. But that's not why God wants us to work out or go to the gym. He wants us to be happy with who we are and to live a healthy life. So my goal with my channel, like I said, I do motivational speaking. My goal with my channel is to help bring people closer to Christ, and just be a vessel of God to help minister to other people who are struggling in different aspects of their life.
Well, it sounds like you are on fire, and you're dead. And I understand that addiction situation. Our son-in-law spent 20 years deeply in addiction, and now is just so passionate about helping people. And it seems like you've captured that passion as well and brought it over into the good side of what you're doing. So that's great. YouTube channel again is
Lift with Christ. If you guys want to look me up on YouTube, I also have a website called liftwithchrist.org. And feel free to look me up and also book me for a motivational speaking on liftwithchrist@gmail.com. And then I also have an online store, and anyone who wants 10% off, it's LWC10 for 10% off my online store on liftwithchrist.org.
And your motivational speaking, do you have a lot of folks that have you come in and do that? And what kind of places do you do that at?
So I have done 2 events so far out in Northeast Ohio. Our friend Steve Fiesel, the one who books my beautiful fiance Haley for Karen Carpenter's tributes, he started watching my YouTube videos. He's like, "You're meant to be a motivational speaker." So I was like, "All right, cool, let's do it. Give me a microphone. I'll talk in front of people."
It doesn't sound like you're too bashful.
Yeah. So Steve booked us out in Ohio. We were at Orchard Music Park, and her and I did a Christian concert together as a couple. And she did the singing. She sang Christian music, and I went up and did motivational speaking. But the closest moment I felt to Haley in our relationship, it wasn't my proposal, it wasn't our first "I love you" or becoming official. The biggest moment in our relationship where I felt the closest to her was when we were at the Shelby Church of the Nazarene out in Ohio, and she did the worship for singing, and the pastor was out with COVID, so I did the speaking at church. And the second I was done speaking at church, I walked off and I just felt this calm little zip just run through me in my stomach. It just felt so cool and warm. And then we were at her CD table afterwards. I just looked over, I'm like, "Haley," I'm like, "this is the closest I've ever felt to you in our relationship," because I really felt like her and I were doing the Lord's work that day. And it was a really, really cool moment to not only do something for God, but to do something for God with the woman that you want to marry and the woman that you love.
Did you bring the ring out at that table and say, "Hey"?
No.
It was like the night before.
It was the night before.
Yeah, so I
Right.
proposed the night before. So
Okay.
she does a Karen Carpenter's tribute in Ohio, and one of the songs that she sings is "Mr. Postman." So she wanted me to dress up as a postman. So I was like, "All right, let's do it." I'll throw on a costume. I can pull it off. It's a jack of all trades, right? So she was giving me instructions before the show, and she's like, "All right, when I'm done singing, get off the stage as quick as possible." So like, "All right, got it." So I kept egging her on, because I knew I was going to propose afterwards. I remember right before the show, I'm like, "Haley, real quick," I'm like, "I'm getting off the stage as soon as possible, right?" She goes, "Yes, Nick, of course." I know what I'm doing. So at the end of the song,
Chestnut checkers.
Yeah. So right at the end of the song, final song hit or the beat hit, and then her and I did a pose, and then I just take the microphone. I was like, "The mailman actually forgot one more package for you." So that's when I reached my hand in the bag, pulled out the ring, got on one knee, and luckily she said yes.
Not fitted yet.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, that's great. Nick, thank you so much for bringing us up to date. Make sure Darren has all of your websites and what have you to put them on KLSCRadio.com.
Hey guys, 4-time Miss Olympia Jay Cutler here. Hope everyone's excited for the best fitness and Christian channel on YouTube, Lift with Christ. And everyone be sure to like, subscribe, and follow all his social media. Stay blessed.
Hey everyone, it's your Olympic hero Kurt Angle. And I want you to go subscribe and check out Lift with Christ on YouTube. He's a good friend of mine. His name is Nick. He's doing great things with this program.
Hey everyone, Hard Swims here. Hey everybody, go subscribe to Viral Singers Camille and Haley on YouTube. Check out that song Back to Blues for law enforcement. Yeah, and subscribe to Nick's channel, Lift with Christ. One of you girls need to date Nick. You got all that rock hard muscle. He making all kinds of game. All kinds. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? This is Robert Frank, the women's pet and the men's regret. And what you see is what you get. And I am here to remind all of you to go check out Lift with Christ on YouTube for that motivation, for them lulls, and for the overall utmost intensity that my man Nick brings with each and every video. So go ahead now, waste no more time, Lift with Christ on YouTube. Unsubscribed, are you? I'll be checking your YouTube subscriptions, and if Lift with Christ ain't there, I'm coming to whoop somebody's ass. Let's go.